Welcome to another video on Rate This channel. We are at Terminal 1 at the Harry Reid International Airport here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we are going to hop on a flight over to Miami. But let's check in and we'll come back and talk about the flight.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel.
So we are at the machine here. It's self-check-in, and it seems that only the self-check-in option is available. So let's get on with it and see how quick we can get through this machine check-in and get on our way. We have done well, really well. Check-in completed. We are now waiting to drop off our bags. So we are in a line here, short line, and very short we should be approaching the agent to drop off our bag and to have our boarding pass verified. So check-in completed, and we are now proceeding to gate D14. That would be our security gate. So we have to go through gate D14 here at the Harry Reid International Airport here in Las Vegas. See you on the other side. So we're waiting on the train here. Seems that we have to take the train to the security area. So as soon as it arrives, we're going to jump in it and get on the way. See how quick we can get your security and back with you. So we are through security and we're heading to a gate D14.
Please stand clear of the tram doors.
I'm coming to security. Was a breeze. The check-in was a breeze.
This tram
No
is
issues
going
at
to the
all.
T gates. Please hold on to a post or handrail.
Everything went smoothly.
And when we reached our gate, we are going to give a big reveal. So we made it to our gate here at gate D14 at the Harry Reid International Airport here in Las Vegas. And we are going to hop on this flight over to Miami. It should be between 4.5 hours to 5 hours long. And it is just about 11 p.m. here in Las Vegas, and the flight should be leaving at 1 a.m. And we have something to reveal. And here is the reveal. And this flight, I'll be flying economy, and Elizabeth will be flying first class. So Elizabeth will be rating the first class service, the in-flight service, the famous low report, and the comfort, how spacious and how comfortable it is in first class, etc. And I will do my thing from the back in economy. And at the end, when we land in Miami, probably at 9 a.m. Local time in Miami, Florida, we will give you our ratings of this American Airlines flight, both first class and economy. A little bit unusual, but we'll make it work.
Please make sure you only have 2 items before approaching the door. All pieces count. Side purses, van purses, handicap. They all count as an item. Please make sure you only have 2 items.
So we're about to begin boarding flight 1033 American Airlines to Miami, Florida. Elizabeth will soon be boarding in first class, and I will follow later in economy. So you'll see us When we get inside, anything to say, Elizabeth?
Well, I'll see you when I get inside. To let you know how it feels to be in first class.
And remember to wave when I'm passing by.
I'll do that.
To the final destination free of charge, folks. And only 2 items. Make sure your carry-on size bag is not extended. If it's extended, it does need to be closed to be able to fit on board.
Thank you, Angela. Hi there. Okay, perfect. Keith, are you willing and able to assist the event of emergency?
Sure.
Thank you so much, Keith. Hi there. Thank you,
So I am proceeding to board. Just confirm that I'm sitting in an exit seat and I'm willing and able to assist in the case of an emergency.
This is a completely full flight space, so we have access to placing your smaller carry-on item. Have your backpack, small purses, crossbody bags underneath the seat in front of you. Only larger carry-on items like rollerboards should be placed in the overhead compartment with wheels in first, then turn it on its side to maximize the space available. Once you locate your seat, kindly step into your row so that others behind you can quickly find their seats. That way we can have an on-time departure to Miami. If you're sitting in the exit seat, please review the safety card. You may need to open the exit in the event of an emergency. Let a flight attendant know if you're unwilling, unable, or do not meet the exit row requirement. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Bye, Elizabeth. So I have just passed Elizabeth there, sitting in first class, seat 4C, and you could see the configuration of the seats in first class, double rows on both sides. I understand it's about 20 seats in first class, so should be quite a comfortable ride over to Miami, sitting in first class. So we are on the Airbus 321 Neo, and this Airbus has a capacity of 196 seats, configured with 20 seats in domestic first class, 35 in the main cabin extra, and 141 in economy, and quite a full flight here over to Miami. So we have a full flight here, and we have run out of overhead space. So a lot of confusion here. Before boarding, they announced that they will be pressed for space and asked that passengers check in their carry-on luggage free of charge. Not much passengers took up that offer, and now there's a problem here in relation to overhead space. So I believe that has delayed takeoff, but it should be taken off shortly.
Devices. Also, please be reminded that any small handheld electronic devices like cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches may be used, but they must be placed in airplane mode at this time. If your tablet has a detachable keyboard, the keyboard must be detached for takeoff. Flight attendants armed with the cross-check, stand by for all calls. From Vegas to Miami, your flight time will be 4 hours. Miami weather conditions is partly cloudy with a temperature of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Your attention please for a brief safety demonstration in the aisle.
Welcome to your American Airlines flight, on its way to one of our many destinations across the globe. Made possible by our dedicated team members who all do it for one reason, you. That's why your safety and well-being are so important to us. Let's go through some in-flight instructions so we can get you safely on your way. First, make sure your seat is upright. All larger electronic devices are put away and your tray table is stowed. Seat back device holders must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. If you have a carry-on, place it all the way under the seat in front of you. Larger carry-on luggage goes in the overhead bin. If you have small handheld devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches, please switch them to airplane mode now.
It's now time to check in with Elizabeth to see how she is doing up there in first class. So we have pushed back from the gate, and very shortly we're going to take off.
Woke up the flight A321 to Miami. I'm sitting in the first class. Bossy. This flight. Bossy. American flight.
Welcome aboard American Airlines. Larger carry-on items should be placed in the overhead compartments.
So in
This
first
aircraft has
class,
new, larger overhead
we have a lot
compartments.
of more space than
Place your
economy,
bag
so
in the wheels first, then turn it on its
a lot of
side to
seats,
maximize the space
side
available.
space.
Small, lightweight items may be placed in the seat pocket.
Yeah,
If you need
overhead
assistance,
bins, that's much
please let
bigger
us
than
know.
economy.
Free entertainment is available on today's flight.
It's 2 seats
Stream
each
Apple
row.
Music for free.
So I am in first class. You see the seats are very big than economy. And I am flying to Miami. The flight is up 5 hours to Miami from Las Vegas. And the flight is A321. A bus to Miami. So I'll showcase first class while I'm sitting there. So these are the first class seats. We have a lot of room. Egg room. So I'll tell you about my experience here first class today on this AA flight 321 to Miami.
So we are up and away and climbing rapidly. Soon we'll be at our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet on this 4-hour flight from Las Vegas, Nevada to Miami, Florida. I will bring you subsequent update as the flight progress. See you then.
Thank you for flying with us today. A special welcome to Advantage members, One World Frequent.
So we are about an hour and a half into the flight. I'm in the loo here. So far, a bumpy and shaky flight, just as I remembered on my last trip here to Las Vegas. The return flight to Miami was very bumpy. This one is also bumpy. About an hour into the flight, the cabin crew started its in-flight service, and then there was some turbulence, and the intercom beeped by the stewardess, and she took a call, I suspect, and then it seems that they hurriedly retreated to the back with the service carts, etc. Just as they reached my row 27, so they went in the back, never came back. So I wasn't offered anything here in economy. I wasn't offered a drink or anything, nothing to snack. So it is what it is. As to the flight, pretty good so far. I'll be back with an update much later. And the 3 hours to go. Progressing very well so far, except for shaking and bumps.
My stewardess asked me what I want to drink, and I want to drink water.
Here's water.
Thank you.
Water. I'll be right back with the champagne, okay?
Thank you.
Anything to drink? Coke Zero, do you want anything to drink? Diet Coke.
I'm drinking water. First class. This is first class. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So you have 26 in first class. Today on this flight to Miami from Las Vegas. So I have a blanket. So I have a blanket. And I have a mattress on my seat. I have a pillow and a blanket I can use during my flight. Blanket, my leg. Very warm. Very warm. I feel very warm with the blanket on my legs. So this is camera with the little snacks. Have a cup of tea. Some snacks. Yeah, that's first class. Chips.
And it is now time for Elizabeth's low report. As you know, Elizabeth is in first class, and I suspect that she would do a low report of the bathroom in first class. I'm in the bathroom here in economy. I'm sitting in the exit row. I'm in the middle seat. I don't want to actually disturb any passengers by recording. So I seek refuge here, or I sought refuge here in the low.
It's time for the blue report. There's a pencil, the tissue, because you have to release last day. You have to put the loop. Everything is very clean. So this is the loop bathroom and first class. Have more space than the cabinet. There's the new here and first class. Not much difference from cabinet, but a little bit more space. So this is the messenger bringing you the full report first class.
So let me do a very quick little report here on the low in economy. So there's the toilet here. Plenty of toilet tissues, plenty hand towel. We have hand soap, a very small loo, clean. So I'll give it a pass. And that was the loo review or the loo report. So as you can see, it's an hour and 6 minutes to go before we touch down in Miami. I fell asleep and woke up a few minutes ago. A smooth flight so far. No issues. We should be landing in just about an hour, and I will be back to bring an update as we get closer to the point when we are going to touch down. But the flight has been absolutely lovely. No issues at all, and has been smooth for quite a while. So yeah, so far so good. I've tried to message Elizabeth several times. A response for her in first class. I only had 20 minutes free Wi-Fi, and I tried to utilize that by communicating with her, but not a song from the first class girl.
Okay, so tailwinds, we're going to be ahead of schedule. 67 degrees there, winds are light and variable, and probably going to be skies. I want to thank you for flying with us this morning, being with us, and thanks for producing American Airlines, and we're going to welcome you to Miami.
So there you have it. Captain says that we should be on the ground in half an hour.
Can't really land. 10 minutes. You'll be on the ground. So yeah. First class.
Close your tray table and put away carry-on items. Place your seat in the original upright position. Seat back device holders must be stowed for landing. We will now collect any items you wish to discard. Please put away larger electronic devices, including laptop computers. Secure smaller handheld devices in your hand or seat pocket. Devices such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches must remain in airplane mode until after we land. We will be landing soon.
So there you have it. We should be on the ground very soon. The captain has made the announcement, and I look forward to being on the ground as soon as possible. The cabin crew just ensuring that all is in order for safe landing. That passengers have their seat belts fastened, chair tables in the upright position, seat in the upright position, etc. All the normal protocols to ensure a safe and injury-free landing, and we will be on the ground very shortly. So just before we land, let me look very quickly at the in-flight entertainment on this flight. The Airbus 320 Neo Las Vegas to Miami. International Airport, you have to connect through Wi-Fi. There's no screens on the back of the seat, as you can see. So you have to have a Wi-Fi connection. But once you connect, then you have live TV shows and movies to choose from. Pretty robust. I've actually connected and flicked through a lot of the options. I'm not really interested. What I'm actually interested in is to see what they offer in first class. I'm sure that Elizabeth has a big screen at the back of her seat, touch screen, that she can just flick through effortlessly in first class. And so we will check in with her very shortly to see what is her experience with the in-flight entertainment and this flight 1033 American Airlines Airbus 321 Neo from Las Vegas, Nevada to Miami International Airport in Florida. And here is Elizabeth.
So when you take an American flight from Vegas to Miami, make sure you bring your tablet or the phone so you could watch movies or television. If there's no monitors on the flight in your seats, so you have to use your own device. You probably have another hour before we landed in Miami. Flight was very smooth, and I'll see you on the ground.
So we have just touched down at the Miami International Airport here, just after 8 a.m.
Good morning and welcome to Miami's International Airport, where the local time is 8:24 a.m. As a reminder, please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, and keep the aisle clear of all items. Don't forget to check your seat back pocket and surrounding area to ensure that you have all your belongings, like cell phones, tablets, or any documents you may be traveling with. When you open the overhead compartment, please be careful as items may have shifted in flight. We'll be arriving at Terminal D, Gate D4. Again, that's Gate D4. And if you have checked luggage and Miami is your final destination, you may claim them at baggage claim number 24. Again, the baggage claim number is 24. We know you have a choice in airlines, so on behalf of this Miami-based crew and our One World partners, we thank you for choosing American Airlines to be a part of your journey this morning, and we wish you a happy holidays.
The audit, we on the ground, and passengers are recovering or retrieving their hand luggage or carry-on luggage from the overhead compartment. It's still going here. It's going to be a while. This was a full flight, so it's going to be a while. So reunited at last after it was separated first class and economy. We are here at baggage 24 to claim our bag, and then after we grab our bags, we're going to sit down somewhere comfortable and give this flight its ratings. Elizabeth.
Yes, we'll give a ratings after we get our bags.
And now, folks, the moment you've been waiting for, it's time to rate this flight. Elizabeth, how was first class?
First class was okay, but I thought we would have gotten a meal, but it was only some chips and some peanuts and a drink. For almost 5-hour flight, at least they could have given you something more, knowing that it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and you would arrive here like 9 o'clock at least, or breakfast or something.
What about comfort?
The seats were comfortable. The stewardess in first class was great. She was very helpful to assisting us and making sure we had enough drinks and snacks. But I feel like American need to do more for the money you spend for them tickets that you should get some kind of snacks different from crackers and chips on the flight. They could give you at least a sandwich or something.
What about the loo?
The loo was clean for first of the flight, and then when it get down to the end, because there was 20 persons in first class, plus the crew, and all the people from economy was coming up using the bathroom. The loo would get dirty at one point of time. But the seats was comfortable. We had blankets to cover from the air conditioned, and we had pullers for our head. So it was comfortable, but just that we should have get more to eat and first class. And the people when they come should get something more to eat.
So how do you rate the flight overall from the time we check in to the time we land and claim our baggage?
Well, when we check in, it was very easy. It was easy getting our bags. But to give the flight a rating, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 10 is the highest.
And there you have it, folks. Elizabeth rated a 7 out of 10. So I was in the exit row. So in any event, I effectively had no window, so I couldn't actually look out. Good thing that I was close to a loo. Very spacious. In-flight service, as far as I'm concerned, is non-existent. I saw that they were doing some sort of in-flight service, and then there was some turbulence, and after the intercom buzzed and the one cabin crew member probably took a call, and then they moved all the in-service carts and everything to the rear, and that was it. So in economy, for 4 hours plus, not a drink of water, not an offer of a coffee or a soda or cup of tea, nothing at all. Notwithstanding that, the check-in was so very easy. I think that the crew members did an outstanding job, but I was very I'm surprised that there was actually nothing on the flight to snack on. Baggage claim was a breeze. Everything went well. The flight was bumpy for a significant portion of the way. I think the last hour and a half was smooth, but that is beyond the control of the cabin crew and the pilots. But overall, I will give it a 6. So I believe that there is some improvement to be made. So a 6 for me. So Elizabeth rated the flight 7 out of 10. I rated 6 out of 10. That's 13. It's an average of about 6.5 overall. I think that that's a failing grade. Anyway, anything to say?
I just say, I love flying with American, but American need to improve on giving people a little bit more on flights, especially long flights, because sometimes people go to the airport like 3 or 4 hours before, and they haven't eaten anything, or sometimes some persons they even have money to buy anything on the airport. So you have to look at it like that too.
So there you have it, folks. Until we meet again, when we rate another flight, it's bye from me and Elizabeth.
Bye for now.
Like, share,
comment, and please subscribe to this channel. And thank those who already subscribed. Bye.
Cheers.
And I don't really know what comes comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail so